Hey everybody, there's been a lot of talk and stuff around the internet about the new Fezzari Lascelles, totally redesigned bike. So I thought I'd give you a little insight into my bike and what it is that I've done custom, what they improved, and how it rides. The name is the same, but the bike basically is totally different. This bike, 170 in the rear, I have a 180 DVO Onyx fork in the front, and I'm running it as a mullet. Typically, Fezzari specs their bikes with 29er wheels. As you can see, I'm a little vertically challenged, so I don't like it when I get behind the seat and I, buzz the tire on my crotch. It gives me more room, it's more maneuverable and flickable. I like to jump and try to get stylish. So mine's a little custom, but in general, the bike has changed in so many ways. The whole cockpit's longer. They've gained, I believe, 9 inches of standover height. So that means a guy with short legs like me, I can clearly stand over the frame and have no issue with touching when I'm trying to dismount the bike or whatever. So that is a huge improvement for me. The geometry's been improved a ton. They still maintain that steeper seat tube angle, but with a slacker front head tube angle. It climbs like an all-mountain bike, but it descends like an Enduro Freeride bike. Of course, they've got it in the category Enduro, but being my old school ways, I think it's kind of the ultimate Freeride bike. And I know we don't use that term anymore, but I do. Lighter than the previous one. Mine's probably weighing in here at about 31 pounds. I've got Crank Brothers carbon wheels. I opted for a coil shock so that I could, get those supple initial bumps smoothed out. I have a Sprindex adjustable coil spring, so depending on whether I'm wearing a pack or what trail I'm riding, with a few clicks here, click, 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 I can change the spring rate and adjust my ride on the fly. No shock pump needed. That's a pretty cool feature in my opinion. Let's go out on the trail and I'll take you for a ride and show you what attributes I think the bike has that are so good. So as you can see, when I'm climbing here, pretty steep terrain, this steep seat tube angle totally compensates for the steep climbs I'm trying to make. So I'm in a comfortable position, front wheel stuck to the ground, it climbs like a goat. On this particular bike, I'm running the TRP DHR Evo brakes. I mean, with a machine like this that has this much travel, 180 in the front, 170 in the rear, I need a lot of stopping power. I am also a light guy, so I have a 180 rotor in the rear and a 200 rotor in the front. I believe that these are the best brakes on the market. They stop incredibly well. There's unlimited modulation. There's no quick hit or anything. They're just really predictable. TRP TR12 drivetrain, so like a lot of the brands out there, you got ample amount of gears without having the old school front derailleur situation. I've ridden a lot of bikes over the years. I've been sponsored by several brands. I've watched the evolution of the Freeride bike, the all-mountain bike, the Enduro bike. This bike is a very good climber and descender. Like basically, I rode the YT Capra for a few years, love the bike, descends incredibly well. Climbing, bit of a pig, doesn't climb that great. So this bike is really good in both directions. I can't stress it more. The interesting thing is they make, I think, 5 different specs, and the most affordable spec is $39.99. That's a DVO fork and rear shock and carbon frame. So most of the other parts are aluminum, but it's an incredible price for a carbon bike. The top spec is around $8,500, and that comes with carbon, all kinds of carbon and electronic shifting and all that stuff. So, but I highly recommend you go to the website, fezzari.com, check it out. This is a really impressive bike, and the price ranges they offer it at, you can go as high end as you want with electronic shifting, or you can go at the base model, and the base model comes more or less how I ride it, minus the carbon wheels. So if it's good enough for me, I kind of think it's probably good enough for you. Check it out. Amazing bike.
I'm missing the seaside swing when I used to truly bring every everything I had to bring. I'd given everything. I just wanna live in bliss. Baby, can you grab this wish? You're the piece that might just fit in my puzzle that's in bits. You be looking over like you really know me. Maybe take a picture, take a couple, guess it's free. I don't wanna give another guarantee. Look me in the eyes right now, run away with me, or to a place that you thought you never really see. You'd be looking funny when you're living so free. But all I ever was, afraid to take the plunge. I heard too many things, I prayed that they were wrong. But I'm still happy now, just think of what could be if I was still around. The schedules were free.